A very good morning to all of you. It's a very important day for the market. We have a couple of important data to watch out for. And the day is also so special. It is 11/11/2011 and many wants are coming together. So let us hope that markets also will have something special for us. And to have a review about the previous day's market on Wednesday, market reacted so sharply after the European markets opened in the afternoon trade. It was after some news that the clearing an independent clearing agency in Italy, they have increased the margin to trade the Italian debt funds. So that increased the worry that the Italy would be finding it difficult to fund itself. So in an after effect, the European indices fell sharply. Also, the U.S. futures declined sharply. With this effect, the Indian markets too followed the trend and had a correction in the afternoon trade. And in addition to that, the rating agency Moody's downgraded the outlook for Indian banks. They have downgraded it from a stable outlook to negative. So they said that the domestic and global economic worries are hitting the profitability and asset quality and also the capitalization of domestic banks. And also they have mentioned that the continuous interest rate increase and the liberalization of savings bank account interest rates all would pressurize banks and would definitely affect the margins of all these domestic banks. So following that, the bank shares too fell down, and to add some oil, State Bank announced the results. It was above expectation, but the NPS were rising. The NPS of State Bank increased by 33% this time compared to the previous quarter, the last year. So all this combinedly brought down the domestic indices on Wednesday. And on Wednesday's trade, even the other global markets were so weak, and we are lucky that we are closed on Thursday because if we are open, we would have lost another maybe 100 odd points this time. In today's market, if you look at the 5,200 is an important support for the market. It is Singapore Nifty is showing some positive trend, but the main thing is that we have to look at this level 5,200 because we have some major events to watch out for. The first thing is that the primary articles inflation for the week of October 29, that is to be announced today, and the second one is the IIP data for the month of September, that will be released today. The IIP is expected to be around 3.4% compared to the last month's 4.1%. So we have to be so cautious in today's trade because all these events will decide the trend in the market. So this will have some very good impact in the day's trade. So let us watch closely on all these events to have a trend on the market. Then a couple of results announced last day. The DLF result is down this time. It fell almost 11% compared to the previous quarter and the last year. It is almost, they have said that their profitability is affected by the rising interest cost and demand slowdown. The sales were down this time. That affected the profitability of DLF. And the most disappointing thing is from Tata Steel. Their profit dipped by 89% this time. So they are also blaming on the interest cost and rising input cost and the European slowdown in demand. So we have this couple of negative results, and Hindalco had a better result, 16% better results it announced last day. So overall, these were the shares to watch out. And the SBI, as you mentioned already, they did not mention anything about the rights issue this time. Also, they have simply mentioned about the preference share issue to the government, and the rising NPS was a concern for SBI. Further trends, like as we mentioned before, will be depending upon all these events. Even the commodities and the rubber also, in Stockholm, the rubber futures fell 5%. They are also due to the slowing down in demand in global economy. And that's all for the day. I wish you happy 11/11/2011. Have a nice day.